Tell you something else. There's a lot to be said for making people laugh. Did you know that's all some people have? It isn't much, but it's better than nothing in this cockeyed caravan.
The next comic is probably the sickest fuck you'll see tonight, and I love him for it.
That's one of my favorites. He is a man who is a Shaolin master of the dark arts. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dark Master.
This guy's one of my personal favorites. He's very warm, very lovable, very sweet, very giving. The guy's been one of my friends since I started out this business, and he consistently brings something new to the table every fucking week. You gotta admire that kind of dedication.
He's a man who has never been to any contest. He's one of my favorites. Give one. Come on. Yo,
Guys, this next comedian, are you saying the clean comedy, squeaky clean?
This guy also helped me get kicked out of another venue that
That's one of the more interesting comedy podcasts in the area. JoshCast, check it out sometime.
the best show on the internet, Mr. Motherfucking Josh Jack Boo!
The Jack turns into the social media world.
Oh, no.
Alright, welcome to the show. This episode is brought to you by analbleaching.org, a sponsor of the show. May your butthole shine bright like a diamond. And of course, this is recorded in the JoshCast Studios, which is my parents' basement in Northeast Mayfair, Philadelphia. Hey, one or two or three or four people, if I'm lucky, listening to this podcast. It is Tuesday night here, and I'm going to jump straight into topical news. I don't have anything interesting to talk about. I mean, I went to a salsa lesson, but nothing happened there, right? As usual. So, the guy who murdered the old black guy, a black guy murdered an old black guy on Facebook Live, he killed himself, which is good. He fled the scene, he went to New York, he was in PA, so that happened. That's pretty cool. That's a top story. Also, this is a top story too. Former WWE performer Matt Rosie Anoya has passed away. I remember this guy. He looks like he must be related to Roman Reigns. He looks like him. Is he? Let's see. A cause of death has not been released. He got released. He was hospitalized in 2014 with heart disease. He was 3-minute warning. He was a cousin of ring name Jamal, Eric Bischoff. Yes, I remember this guy. Yeah, 3-minute warning. So yeah, rest in peace to him. I love. Once again, he was from my favorite era of wrestling, the Attitude Era, back when professional wrestling was actually good. Deported Dreamer has sued the Trump administration. George H.W. Bush has been hospitalized. Oklahoma deputy shot dead. I'm looking for wacky stories. But unfortunately, it's a sad world we live in. You always hear these crazy stories going on in the world. Fortunately, not for my show. But, you know, once again, I should do the research before I start recording. But the only good thing about doing a podcast that nobody cares about is you can just do whatever the fuck you want. It says how Drake and Kendall Jenner partied at Coachella. Alright. So yeah, so Coachella's going on. Oh, there's controversy about that protest and that women getting punched. I think women should be punched more. I think every woman should be punched in the face at least once. That includes our mothers or sisters, because, you know, some girls just think they can just go up and do whatever they want to a guy. You can't hit me. But once they get hit, usually they, oh wow, wait, this is a JoshCast top story right here. High school drama teacher allegedly had sex with student. She's a decent-looking white girl, and I gotta tell you, man, these teachers who fuck their male students, they're not bad-looking. There might be one ugly one out there, maybe one decent-looking one, but they're usually not bad. Let's see, Jennifer Frechetti, oh, she sounds nice. She was having sex with a high school student at Woodmore Cross High School. And this happened in January. Oh, it was reported in January, and she was immediately placed on leave. If it was a guy, he would be placed in bars, but when you're a woman, you had sex. Clearly, there's something wrong with you. You're not a sexual predator. You're just mentally disturbed. So that's the top story. A California activist missing in Mexico had to post a plea on Facebook. So Facebook Live, it's really crazy. Let's see. MLB All-Star has been banned for 80 games over drug use. Not surprising. What was he taking, the old steroids? Scientists discover a giant black worm monster. All right. Dad of 5 girl has priceless reaction when a boy is born. He was like, finally! Thank fucking Jesus, man. I'm fucking all these bitches. Finally, he saw a dick and he got excited. Usually you never get excited as a guy if you see a dick unless you're a fig. Photos show man saving a Syrian child and he's breaking down. That's pretty nice. Very nice, thing. Also, I saw a guy, he saved a person who fell in the New York City train tracks. So that guy's a hero. Uncle senses a kidnapping of his 9-year-old niece. He kidnapped his own niece. What a sick bastard. If he would have kidnapped the regular kid, that would have been normal. Jim Carrey's drastic new appearance has shocked his fans. It's an Easter selfie, and he looks way different. Kid Rock got engaged to girlfriend Audrey Berry. Alright, so I'm trying to... Oh, here it is. He's got a big old gray beard. And he has a buddy. And it says, Happy Easter or Passover. Whatever season you can find to feel warm and fuzzy. So I don't know why it's shocking. Jim Carrey actually... That somebody said, damn, you got old. But if you look at the MTV Awards many years ago, he had a big beard when he was going through his crazy phase. So yeah, I mean, it's not shocking. Rumors swirl over what ended Carmelo's marriage to Lala. I remember her from MTV. He got tired of her pussy. What do you think? There's no other reason. When NBA star leaves you, he got tired of your pussy. He wants new pussy. He's an athlete. He's on the road. Chicks are throwing themselves at him. He go to any city, get laid. Alright? Caitlyn Jenner opens up about her sex life. Oh boy. Get it? Oh boy. And that's it for not the show. I wish it was, but just for this segment. So tomorrow night, of course, where will I be? Up the Northeast Comedy Cabaret. That's all. I want to go to some other open mics, but I've been lazy. I'm going to check out this one maybe next week called Orleans, whatever. It's in the hipster part of the Spring Garden, Northern Liberties area. I might check that out next week. Also, anything that happens on this show, you hear about it, I believe. Let's see what prank call we have. We have a prank call to Victoria's Secret on this episode, and possible sober commentary with drunk people, and anything else that happens, you'll hear about it right here. It's the first and the worst podcast in Philadelphia, and of course, it's your favorite podcast show that you don't listen to.
Hi, how you doing, miss?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. I was basically in there earlier, with my girlfriend, of course. And I got carried away and accidentally took 3 pairs of panties with me. And I was wondering maybe if I could come back and return them.
You took them without paying for them by accident?
Yeah, well, you see, my girlfriend, I went inside to fit in with my girlfriend, and, she was giving me kind of a show.
Okay.
And I got carried away, and, I was smelling and touching, and I got carried away and accidentally took 3 pairs with me.
Okay.
So it's possible I can, I'll come back and return them, of course. I'll wash them,
Which location was this at?
Well, you store at Chestnut, right?
Yeah, the Chestnut store. Isn't that what you ordered today?
Yeah, I was in there. Not exactly today. I think it was, it was on Saturday.
Okay.
And I came in with my girl, and, I didn't mean to steal them by accident, honestly, but when I got home, it was in my bag.
Right.
And,
Yeah, we would appreciate you returning them. And, yeah, it's no problem. The accidents happen, right?
Yeah, I know. But, miss, can I ask you something? The bra and panties that come in, are they already, tried on by people?
No, that's why I'm confused as to why. Well, sometimes people, the bras, we let them try on, and the underwear, if they need to try them over their other underwear, like you would a bathing suit, we allow that.
Yeah.
But there shouldn't be really people in the fitting rooms or shows going on or any of that nature. So I'm going to have to find out what was going on that day that we were allowing that.
Yeah, because, when I smelled it, it actually smelled like a vagina.
Okay.
So I was assuming maybe someone, tried it on.
Maybe your girlfriend didn't have that one on.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well, just bring back whatever you can, and, if they weren't worn, I wouldn't understand why you would do washing them, but...
just in case you guys think did something to it.
Well, the thing is at that point, either way, we can't tell them whether they've been worn or whether they've been washed or anything.
So there's no point bringing them back, right?
Well, you should. If the merchandise isn't yours, you should return it, but, so that we can put it back into our inventory. But, I just don't understand why, necessarily the stuff had all been tried on without other undergarments underneath, because that is against store policy. So, but then again, we can't always supervise. So.
Do you wear any of the clothing in the store?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you wear any of the clothing in the store?
Do I wear any of the clothing in the store? Hello?
Yeah?
Sorry, the phone just fell. Why is that important?
No, I'm just asking, do you shop here,
Of course I shop in the store.
Isn't it very expensive here,
The Victoria's Secret store?
Yeah.
It is a bit expensive, yes, but it's worth it. The merchandise is great quality.
Your body looks really good in the clothes, right?
I don't think this question is really appropriate, sir. I'm going to have to let you go.
You must have a nice...
Check you may, okay?
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Miss, please.
Hello there. That's racist. It's Thursday night. Last night was a typical night at the cabaret. No audience, very dead energy, but nonetheless, no coverage from that. But I just burned my 20th and 21st stand-up comedy CDs. Yes, that's right. I give myself a round of applause. I am proud of myself. And it's kind of funny. Well, actually, it's not really funny. I'm listening to old episodes of the Eric Toddcast because I'm just bored and there's not a lot of content for me to listen to. I'm bored of just the same old, Howard Stern, Opie Show, whatever. So I was listening to old Eric Toddcast episodes, but more specifically with Brian Lichter, be lying on the show. Shout out if he's listening. And I heard these episodes before a while ago, but I was listening to one episode, and I don't know why they brought my name up. I guess because they talked about the name of my show, JoshCast, and Eric Todd was like joking around. He was like, I'm going to sue that guy because my name is Toddcast. Well, he kind of said something that didn't make sense. He kind of said, Josh Show, it doesn't even make any sense. JoshCast. Well, first of all, Josh does rhyme with pod. Todd rhymes a little bit more, but Josh does rhyme with pod, at least a little bit. So that's why I named it that fuckhead, Eric Todd, who's not listening. But anyways, they were talking about that, and Steve Reeves was commented on my comedy, and he's only seen me a few times. And he said, John Kenzel was like, Josh is a really smart guy, and he's funny, but man, he's got to tone it down. And then Steve is like, who's only seen me, by the way, probably 2 or 3 times before, barely comes out to comedy open mics anymore. Steve goes, he just goes up there, and he doesn't even have any jokes. He just says stuff. And I'm like, fuck you. To anybody out there who thinks I don't do jokes, I don't have maybe as many jokes as John Kenzel does. He's been doing it for a long time, or maybe someone like Emma Gonigal, who's also been doing it for a long time. But aside those rare cases, I have a lot of fucking jokes. I have clean jokes, believe it or not. I have stories. I have bits. I have chunks. I have puns, even though that sounds awful, but they're fucking original and some are clever. I have dirty stuff, offensive stuff. I have a whole bunch of different shit. Alright? So don't fucking sit there and fucking act like I don't fucking tell jokes. Let's go up there and say, hey everybody, rape. Hey everybody, cut. Yeah, you can describe me that way. If you only see me before a few times, it's easy to say, hey, that guy, all he does is go up there and say rape and cut. Yeah, if you only see me once or twice, but don't fucking sit there and describe me that way, because that's not fucking true. I got jokes. I would never just go up there and say, hey everybody, rape. Hey everybody, cut. No, if I say it, it's because I have a joke or a point about it. Alright? Got it? And then I was listening to this one episode where Steve brings in the episode we did with Back to the Humor, where I interviewed him. And Darren, who I thought at the time was my good friend, he asks Darren about my comedy, and Darren goes, yeah, all he does for 5 minutes over and over is says rape, cut, and racial jokes. And Darren he sees me every single week for God knows how many years now doing new jokes every week. But of course, that's my friend. So anyways, I hate to get all negative here, but I know what I can do, and that's all that matters. But it just sucks when people try to, put things in people's head. But anyways, we might have a special guest after this segment, and I'm not going to reveal who it is. So let's get to the topical news. Everyone's, of course, talking about the basketball, Cuban Gooding Sr., the singer of the dad of Cuban Gooding Jr., has passed away. Says Ronda Rousey gets engaged. I hope the wedding's not a knockout. Nice. LeBron Cavs come down from 26. They were playing, obviously, Possum. And LeBron James looks like he just busted a huge nut. Utah's Chavez said he's not leaving Congress. Either Bill O'Reilly has been fired, of course, from Fox News or let go. O'Reilly's leaked email shows last-minute effort to save his job, but I think it's time to go, buddy. You know how it is when you're a white man? You can't do anything these days. Days of having fun when you're white are gone, and you all wanted it that way. You all wanted to please black people and kiss their ass. Well, you got it. You can't do anything fun anymore, white people. Congratulations, you got what you wanted. That's a little rant there. So everyone's talking about the basketball, the playoffs and such. Trump calls out Prime Minister of Italy during visit. Bet you they love that. Probably put out a hit on the guy. 2 Seattle cops shot, 1 suspect dead after reported robbery. Man convicted of molested students refuses to face his victims. I see parents played a prank on their kids, so they're not apologizing. Maybe play some audio from that if we have it. One state can be the first sanctuary state for weed. I don't know. Today is 420, by the way, so shout out to all my potheads listening. Any potheads out there? Yep. Shout out, 420. I appreciate people who smoke for some reason, but I just don't do it because I've gone my whole life without it. But maybe one day I'll start. I'll save that for my depressive years, which is obviously coming up soon. Man learns his fateful role in former NFL player's death. Let's see what's going on. Jack Nicholson and reality star says, I have had sloppy hookups. Court rules the couple must let their infant child die. Jesus. I don't like to read stories like that on the show. Really don't. It's supposed to be a silly, wacky show. Leonardo DiCaprio has OCD. He can't stop fucking hot girls in the pussy. Hey, you folks still listening out there? Leave a comment on the show. Let me know how it's going. Oh, by the way, I did some prank calls. Here's what happened. I'm going to wrap this segment up. But before, I did some prank calls today. First, I called this number. You can see it on my Facebook. The last couple of days, this weirdo has been texting me about a job. And I can tell it's a scam because, number one, there's no company name. It just says, hey, you looking for a job? So it's Thursday. The person texted me on Tuesday. They say, hey, you looking for a job? I can hook you up. I don't respond because it's a weird area code, and I know it's a scam. I was playing some basketball, and then they sent me another text, hey, you there? Person calls me. And then last night when I was at the cabaret talking to somebody, they sent me this message. Let me read it. I'm going to read this exactly the way the person typed it. And you tell me. Let's see. What is this? Okay. What's the fucking meaning of all these fuck? Triple exclamation point. Look at that first sentence. What's the meaning of all these fuck? I've been texting you since concerning the ad. It's amazing how they spell concerning right. I've been texting you since concerning the ad you posted on Craigslist, comma. When you know that you are not really serious about it, then why you putting, the put has one T, it on Craigslist, which is spelled wrong, wasting people's time. So I don't know what the fuck they're saying, just like B. Lion said. But yeah, so I prank called them. They did not pick up. So I'm going to try. Also, I forgot I was supposed to call Jimmy Wang Yang. He's a former superstar in WWE. I forgot to call today, but I did try to call some Craigslist prostitutes. One did pick up, even though they don't answer from blocked numbers. And I was using Lipo voice, and I said, hey, how much for you to stick a butt plug in my ass? And she hung up. And I did prank call this guy from Craigslist who was selling some, he wanted some Dreamcast games, and it actually went okay. I might put that on the next show. But in the meantime, I might have a special guest who's waiting. So you got to keep listening for the special guests, the sober commentary, more topical news, more life news. Folks, this podcast, it's beautiful in an ugly way. And that's going to be the title for the show. Beautiful in an ugly way. Alright, I haven't had a one-on-one in a little while. This won't be an interview. I have a special guest who wants to tell you, JoshCast fans out there, a few jokes. So without further ado, it's his first time on the show, and well, it could be his last time, depending on how these jokes go. Please, everybody, give your attention to Evil Ed McPopsicle.
Hey folks, how you all doing out there tonight? Did any of you guys hear that Kim Kardashian might not be able to have children again? Yeah, like that's the bad news, that the world's gonna go without another Kardashian. That would have totally worked better at home. Did you guys hear the newspaper? Even though nobody reads newspapers, that Aaron Hernandez committed suicide in jail? Yeah, that's what happens when you give too much money to a spick. That would have totally worked better in my car. I can't believe I drove up here for this. Did you guys see that public service announcement for the Big Bang Theory? The chick who's the Mormon on the show, she put out a public service announcement saying that the word girl is offensive. Yeah, calling a woman a girl in 2017 is offensive. If you call a woman a girl, it's like calling her a nigger. That would have totally worked better at home. Did anybody see that Facebook Live video of that poor, innocent, elderly black guy being shot? Yeah, I'm really glad that the young people of America are using that Facebook for something good. You never see a Facebook Live video of someone releasing a hawk into the woods or somebody baking a pie. Great job, Facebook. Well, folks, that's all the time that I have for you tonight. Enjoy the rest of the show. Enjoy the rest of the JoshCast. I can't believe I did this podcast and I'm not getting paid. I can't believe it.
Well, hi there. How are you? Saturday night here. Last night I was in Center City. Went to this place called Time. It's a jazz bar that has an upstairs dance floor. Sat there for like 2 hours and 15 minutes in the same spot. Didn't do anything because I'm a weirdo. Tonight I'm going to be in Old City. I was thinking about going to Center City first. Then again, why am I talking about this? Who gives a shit? Let's get to the topical news. Not much going on Saturdays, as you know. But, it says here that David Spade and Naya Rivera. He's dating a Hispanic chick. That's news. Who cares? David Spade has banged every single fucking Playboy, Playmate model. It's amazing. And he's a weird, like I'm not saying he's a bad looking guy. I mean, to me, he looks like a fucking fidget, but hey, what do I know, right? I don't know what's going on. Like I said, there's just so much. I don't know why. Maybe I should stop doing topical news on Saturdays. I'm thinking about stop doing it, because whenever I record the segment for Saturday nights, nothing ever happens. There's rarely any news. A woman who gave birth while in a coma wakes up to meet her baby. All right. I think that happens a lot, doesn't it? Taliban attacked military base with 140 dead. Oof. I don't like to talk about stories like that. McDonald's has new uniforms. People are freaking out about them. Are they really? I don't give a shit what they wear. I don't care if they wear boy shorts. Just give me my goddamn food. Everyone's still talking about Aaron Hernandez. Evil Ed McPopsicle did a topical news joke, a very vicious joke about him. And some people are saying he's a hero for what he did because he was thinking about his family. And then some people are just saying he's an idiot for ruining his career. But Kurt Russell shows a jaw-dropping story about sex with Goldie Hawn. I'm pretty sure Kate Hudson, their daughter, wants to hear about that. Isn't Kate Hudson their daughter? I don't know. One of those cunts. I'm saying she's a cunt because she would never have sex with me. Any woman that doesn't have sex with me is a cunt. Which means every woman in the world is a cunt. There's not a lot going on right now. I think from now on, I'm going to stop doing topical news on Saturdays. I know you guys are like, oh man, we love topical news on Saturdays. No, seriously, nothing goes on. So maybe I'll just do it on Thursday. Maybe Friday, switch it up to Friday, or that's it. Just, Anne Hathaway makes a wild drug confession. She used to do coke in her asshole. Oh. Nifty kitchen trick cleans up burnt pans in a jiffy. Baking soda? Yeah, I need to try that because I've been burning pans lately like crazy. Alright, so that's it. Once again, another useless topical news. What did you learn? Nothing. Tonight, it's a little bit rainy outside, so unless there's a huge thunderstorm, I should be able to get some sober commentary with drunk people, everyone's favorite segment on the show. Or, of course, I'm making that up. And then we'll wrap this up with more topical or not news. Alright? Alright, stay tuned. It's almost over. That's right. Probably another maybe 20 to 25 minutes. It's almost over, folks. Alright, it is 2:02 or 2:01 a.m. Sober commentary with drunk people in Old City. I am outside the Plow and the Stars. This is the place I just left. I was in Old City all night tonight. I was thinking about going to Center City. I told myself I wouldn't drink this weekend. This Friday and Saturday. Well, last night I didn't drink. And then tonight I made it about 20 or 30 minutes. And I decided to get something to drink. I went to Drinkers and got me a Citywide. I was so stupid. I've heard of the whole Citywide thing before. I got a shot of Jim Beam bourbon and a PBR. And the guy said, hey, you know that's a Citywide. And he gave it to me for $5. I was going to pay $8. So I did spend $7 tonight, which I didn't want to spend. But you know what? Fuck it. Last night I think I spent like $10. So I spent like $17, which I don't have to spend. But anyways, enough about minor financial problems. Nothing really interesting happened tonight. When I was leaving when I was going into the National Mechanics, which was the first, it was the first spot that I hit up tonight. The bouncer, this black guy, his name's Chuck. He always lets me in. He's cool. He doesn't. I don't have to show my ID because I've been going to this place for years. He said, "Hey man, I was asking this guy, how come you always go home by yourself? How come you never how come you never leave with any girls?" And I just pretty much told him, I said, I don't really try. You know, I haven't tried in years. And even when I did, I mean, I was like, do people really hook up that much? Because I only see people leaving with their friends. I don't see people really, you know, leaving, like, a lot of hookups. I know a lot of guys who are down here all the time, and I never see them go home with anybody. And he's like, yeah, I see it. And one of the other bouncers, this tall Asian guy, I don't know his name. He said, yeah, he used to be a customer there. He used to pull all the time. He used to go home with girls. I said, well, I don't know how you did it. He said, you know, I would go to the bathroom line and just talk to them there. You know, you spend a lot of time with them. He said, I would give them a compliment. But he's a tall guy. He's not great looking. He's a little chubby, but he's tall. So, I don't know. But anyways, and then, where did I go? Plow the Stars, I stayed there tonight. And, I stayed here pretty much all night. I mean, not all night, most of the night. Drinkers was actually pretty good tonight. The place I bought the Citywide tonight, this white girl outside the Plow and the Stars is just being a selfish cunt. She's sitting there with her shoes off, very ratchet. Just sitting there purposely on the street so nobody can go by. I wish this cab would just run her fucking ugly fucking toe over for being such a stupid brat. But that's what happens when people drink. They just lower their judgment. So anyways, tonight was like Drinkers was actually pretty good. There was these old black chicks that were like twerking. They were like 70. I don't mean like old, like 40. I've seen girls 45 or 50. They had to be like 60. God knows how old. Old as shit, like grandmother age twerking. Can you imagine seeing your... Could you imagine like seeing your grandmother like twerking? Yeah, so I went to a few spots tonight. National, I spent about half the night. Another part of the night I spent in Drinkers, and then tonight I spent the last night. There was a lot of nice-looking girls out tonight, but once again, I didn't do shit. Didn't make any approaches. I ran into the black guy Jericho. It's 2:05, by the way, and the street harassment is on its way. Yeah, so I ran into the black guy Jericho, and we were like kind of messing with each other. We were like tapping girls on the shoulder. He messed with me a few times. He tapped on some girls and said, hey, my friend wants to talk to you. And once again, he made his excuses. I'm going to move away from Plow now. Yeah, he made his excuses. He was like, yeah, I would do something. I don't have a wingman. I was going to do this. I was going to do that. And I was like, yeah, you weren't going to do shit. And then at one point, I told him he wasn't going to... One point, I told him he wasn't going to make this approach. And he said, yeah, I am going to make it. You want to bet on it? He said, you want to bet money? And I said, well, I don't have a job. I said, you should be paying me for hanging out with your fucking corny ass. Which is true, because he doesn't really do anything, you know? So it's pretty raunchy out tonight. I'm walking up towards my usual spot. I'm going to try to, like, walk around a little bit. I used to, the original sober commentary, I used to walk around in a circle. I stopped doing that. Now what I'm going to do, oh, it looks like a car is being towed. The Philadelphia Parking Authority, they're getting somebody. Oh, I see a car right now. Somebody was crazy enough to leave their car outside Sereno, whatever. They're going to be towed. All right, I'm passing by the Blue Martini and Cuba Libre, and it is raunchy out here. Very high value out here in Old City. And the guy's getting really mad. The bouncer's telling him, this guy's getting his... and they're heckling him. And they're yelling at the guys. They're saying, you're a piece of shit. Oh, they're taking off... Oh, the guy's freaking out. They're towing his car. I'm right across from the action right now. And the tow guy's trying to take his tire off, and he's screaming at him. And now the cops coming over. Yeah, it's pretty fucking raunchy out. Pretty fucking raunchy out here. I'm trying to get away from these two faggots. Every time I stand by myself, there's always some faggots come right near me. Yeah, I'm looking at this black chick right now. She's wearing these light blue pants. Oh man, she looks really fucking good. She's got a perfect body. Just perfect. Just nice and thick, but not too thick. Just right, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this guy's freaking out. His car's being towed. I don't know why. There are no signs out here that say that you can't park, but if you come down here enough, you know not to park. But he didn't know, I guess, that he wasn't supposed to park there. So his car's being towed, and he's freaking out right now. Well, he's actually not freaking out. He's not saying anything. You can tell he's very angry. It costs a lot of money. I think it's like what? It's like $200, something like that. $200. They probably give you a ticket, and then they tow you. And these white guys were yelling at the towing authority while they were checking the car. They're like, fuck you, you piece of shit. Get a real fucking job, you fucking losers. These white kids. And they're fucking, these white guys are making fun of the guy. He's talking to the cop right now. He's trying to calm down. I'm right across from the Blue Martini, Cuba Libre. I can't stand outside the fucking Cuba Libre. Mainly because a lot of homeless people. I don't have a problem with that, but man, they're everywhere. They just stand there, and there's always random thirsty guys that stand next to me. And I'm trying to get my coverage for this stupid show no one's even listening to. 2:09 right now. I'm going to record for a few more minutes and head down to my train station. Like I said, nothing really happened tonight because I didn't make anything happen. But I told myself I wouldn't drink, and you know what? Fuck it. I mean, I got 2 bottles at home. I got 1 bottle of Jägermeister, small bottle, and I have 1 small bottle of Bacardi, which is really shitty vodka. And I was actually going to bring some Bacardi out tonight, but then I said to myself, why? You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? Because, you know, I didn't plan on drinking tonight, so I could have saved myself $7. I already spent fucking, what you call it, you know, $12, $10 last night. So yeah, this guy's car is being towed. They're putting the wheels on the back. I feel bad for him. One guy I used to hang out with one night, he parked out here, and he didn't know. He got a ticket. He almost got towed. Because even though there's no signs out here, there are businesses, and I guess they should put some signs. I don't know how you know, but maybe there's one big sign or something. But yeah, only car valets are allowed to park here. Yeah, so, you know what, let me move from this location. Let me see what's going on Market Street. That's what I was going to do before I saw the guy freaking out. And it's amazing. These girls can just stand out here, and it doesn't matter. Like, they could be hideous looking, and at least one guy will come over to talk to them, because every guy thinks, oh, it's going to work. These girls are going to come home with me. Well, only very few people, you know, only very few people actually do that. So I'm kind of moved away from the action right now, but I'm still near it. I'm on Market Street, right where my train is. Tonight will be actually not a. Tonight, I think this girl just said a nigger grabbed their ass. If she said nigga, she certainly didn't say it right. But anyways, she's probably talking about Jericho. He does that sometimes. So yeah, yeah. So I definitely see some street harassment. This black guy's talking to three girls. He's going to need a wingman. I mean, he's doing well for himself, but he's going to need a wingman probably if he's going to do this. So yeah, tonight I saw the oldest black people ever. Or actually oldest. I've seen old bitches before, but I'd never seen bitches that old. It looks like there was some nice girls at the Cuba Libre. Tonight, I was actually going to I was actually going to go to Cuba Libre and spend $5, but I said, you know what? I'm going to be there next Friday. And but there looks like there was some nice looking girls in there tonight. Yeah, it looks like there's some nice looking girls in there tonight. I see this one girl, she's wearing yoga pants and she has her underwear over it. And this other girl, oh yeah, tonight was some sort of bachelor party. When I was inside the, when I was inside the National Mechanics, this one guy was dressed up like Raiden from Mortal Kombat. Another guy was dressed up like Luigi. They were all dressed up like characters. And if you heard that stupid cut in the background, that was the chick that was laying down with her shoes off very ratchetly. This one chick's holding a boombox and she's like shaking it for people who are going by. It's pretty rowdy out here. A lot of Ubers, of course, a lot of Lyfts, cabs. And just remember, this is the only show that covers all this. There's no other podcast show that goes out in the raunchiness of the city nightlife. It covers this crap. Only I do this. Okay? So don't fucking think there's another show. If somebody else is doing this shit, they're copied off me. So I'm going to record for a couple more minutes. Cuba Libre is officially empty. I'm standing outside. There's two homeless white people that are gathered. They're a couple, a white guy and a white girl. They decided to split up. One's outside where I'm at, a girl, and they're across the street, this other guy. It says homeless, please help. I'm not making fun of them, but I know they're together. They're splitting up. But yeah, I'm gonna head to my train station in a couple minutes. It's 2:14. Train doesn't come until about. Wow, the Philadelphia Parking Authority just towed another car. So man, like I said, even though it sucks not having a car, I'm glad that I don't have to go through that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Never say I've only been towed once before, never down here, but yeah. So all the hoes are coming out now. Guys are following the hose. Of course, guys will always follow the hose on the street. Once these girls are going to go home, they're not going home with anybody. And it's pretty much redundant out here. Pretty much repeating myself. My train doesn't come for probably another 10 minutes, but you never know. I don't want to miss it because then I have to walk up from the bus stop. But I'm going to record for maybe another minute or two. Like I said, the volume is very, very high out here. Very high. Tall white girl walking by with a nice jiggly butt. That's very nice to see. Lots of nice looking girls out here tonight, but I just don't care to try anymore. I don't understand. The guy at National Mechanics always tells me that he sees people hooking up every night, but they have to be together, most of them, because I've been going out to Old City for a long time, Old City and Center City, and I rarely see girls going home with random guys. I know it happens once in a while, but it doesn't happen that much, and he's claiming that it happens a lot. I don't believe it, because I know most of these girls, for a fact, they don't want to admit it, are coming out for attention. They're coming out to get hit on, they're coming out, get cock teased, to get free drinks. That's what they do. It's just, there's no other reason behind it, But, yeah, this is getting pretty fucking redundant, and, yeah, the car's been towed, and street harassment's still happening. I was going to get my fat ass a slice of pizza, but I decided not to. I already spent enough money out here. I was going to use my credit card, which is already, I can't even pay the fucking... Alright, so, nothing else is going on. JoshCast Sober Commentary with Drunk People. Another Saturday, we did it. Has anybody actually sat through an entire Sober Commentary with Drunk People segment? I have no idea, but whatever. Anyways, we're going to wrap this episode up with some topical news, if there's any, and of course, strange news, weird news, odd news, whatever you want to call it. Philly's Funniest signups are in 2 days, the time you hear this episode. If you listen to this on a Monday, it will be April the 25th, and I don't know if I'm going to sign up for it or not. Last year I did not, because Helium does not put me and many other people, other comedians, on their open mic, and I have no clue what jokes I have, since I write so many, no, not to brag, work down there, so we will, see. I don't know, I'm thinking about it. But anyways, let's wrap this up. Enough of me, I would say enough of me yapping, but that's what the show is. Westbrook, he's an asshole. He goes off on a reporter for asking him a question. There's a whole bunch of YouTube clips of him just snapping on people. Yeah, he's, don't get on that guy's bad side. William and Kate spray with water at a London Marathon. Oh my god, that's the worst thing you can do to them. Lala and Carmelo come together for their son's, whatever. That sounds, sexual. They shouldn't be coming together on anything, but I guess they're working it out. She doesn't want to leave him yet. Woman loses another daughter to murder. Jesus. Teen prom dress honors Black Lives Matter. She looks pretty good. Just wearing this really slutty dress. Right? What else we got going on? Yeah, so the Warriors came back last night. I was watching a game last night in a bar. They were almost losing. They came back and they're sweeping it 3-0 so far. There's your basketball news for the day. Kim Jong-un threatens a country with a nuclear strike. He's a fat pussy. There's a French presidential election taking a usual twist. I don't know. There's not a lot going on. But I'm about to just jump. Mysterious charge at Panera has man warded others. $46, it says, and 74 cents for no reason. So yeah, be careful, whatever that is. Allison Komodo drops a bombshell. Roger Alice claim. Alright. Oh yeah, Happy Days star Aaron Morin has passed away at 56. Every hack comedian out there is like, boy, I wonder if she was having a happy day or not, right? I wrote that. I'm so brilliant. Shut up, faggot. You fucking hack. Yeah, so let's jump over to the weird news. Let's end this thing. Let's end this podcast. Will we? 12-year-old drives 800 miles across Australia before police stop him. Like a boss. Thousands of spiders cover New Zealand field with giant webs of cum. Bartender's age guess experience shows why you need to check IDs. So you might see someone who looks like they're 70 and it turns out they're 50. Pigeon invades New York City apartment, makes a nest for eggs and pasta strainer. Iceberg stops by Canadian town just to chill. Heyo. An iPhone turns up in this guy's Subaru dashboard, prompting the most internet mystery of all time. So it says, let's see what this is about. A mechanic finding an old iPhone locked in airplane mode and a Subaru's dashboard. We have Alex Tom to thank for this tale. It says, have you ridden in my car, mysterious lost an iPhone, last 5 or 6 years, got my passenger airbag replaced, and they found a white iPhone 4S hiding inside the airbag compartment. If this background looks familiar, let me know. Very curious to find its owner. Tom said the phone was dead when the shop found it. After a charge, it booted up, revealing this mysterious blurry photo. Complicated matters. It was locked and stuck on airplane mode. He checked in with the shop. This mechanic confirmed he found the phone inside the dashboard. It says, more pieces of the puzzle last year with January 3rd, Saturday 2015. Okay, so this is just going on and on. I thought it'd be more interesting. Navy SEAL under fire for moonlighting as a porn actor. What was his nickname? Navy Veal? That's no good. Not everyone is high on Minnesota Police Department's 420 tweet. This story about finding a lost dog is an emotional roller coaster. Jeff Sessions' marijuana policy is right out of Reefer Madness. 10-year-old's pet goat saves her entire family from dying. That is the greatest of all time. Get it, goat? Greatest of all time? Damn, I'm clever. No, okay. Engineer students create a 1,500-pound Rubik's Cube, and it looks fucking awesome. It's giant. Imagine trying to solve that puzzle and that thing crashes you. Watch a woman get high 100 ways. She's smoking out of a fucking plane or something. Alleged fake architect Newman indicted in Operation Vandalay Industries. Awesome. Seinfeld fan. Love it. Romantic Beau charged with criminal mischief after spray-painted proposal in city building. It says, Michelle, marry me, I love you. Fridge-sized device that grows pot, maybe the greatest appliance since the microwave. Dog interrupts a soccer game for 7 minutes and becomes the star attraction. He's running around the field, nobody can catch him. Love it. Awesome. Snake with serious case of road rage tries to attack a motorcyclist. That's dangerous. Patrick, our beloved 32-year-old virgin wombat, has died. How do they know he's a virgin? When did they check his little fucking foreskin or something? Giraffe mom meets April the giraffe. Woman has crappiest day ever when she gets her hand stuck in a toilet. Oh, I get it. Crappiest day ever. Simpsons superfan gets arm ink with 52 Homer tattoos. I think The Simpsons is good, but I don't think it's worth that. These people are locked in a 50-hour kissing contest for a free car. Oh, so they have to put their lips on the car, not kiss somebody, for 50 hours. That sounds dangerous. You can break your neck that way. Bewildered beaver becomes the accidental leader of 150 serious cows. Warren Buffett popping up on cherry Coke cans in China. 9-foot gator plays Easter Bunny dropped into a family hold. Competition gets heated at Chile North Pole Marathon. Hydraulic press obliterated a Furby will give 90 kids, the 90s kids nightmares. And that's it for the show. We had to barrel through that. Thank you for anybody who listened. And this show is the one show that should stop, but it will continue. It will not stop. Alright? So, thank you for listening. I'll see you on the next one.
You have just listened to the world's most awful podcast show, JoshCast.